What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 355 for the week of September 1st, 2024. The title of this week's episode is the HCS Salt Lake City Preview. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire, aka the man who may have had to postpone the show due to audio issues, but luckily a fucking singular Reddit post with a singular Reddit comment figured it out for me a year ago. Thank fucking God. And I'm joined this week, I'm JK Fire, I'm joined this week by the man in the E-United jersey, Will, aka I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Labor Day evening?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. We both had technical issues today.
Yeah.
My camera fucking up heavily. It's completely going out on me right before as we were getting started.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know, they had the United blacked out jersey.
Yeah.
And it's a good one. I just needed something nice to wear or airy. So threw on the jersey today.
Was that Raleigh?
Hmm? Maybe.
I think it was one of the first ones they had.
Either that or KCP.
Oh, it could have been KCP as well. Or KC, not KCP, but
Yeah.
Xerxes said, think it was Orlando. No, I think they had it before that, Xerxes.
Yeah, I didn't go to Orlando.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had it before that. Because, Will, we bought it together, didn't we?
Yeah, and you got the poster signed by the squad at the time.
Yeah, I think that may have been Raleigh. It was Raleigh or KC, one of those two for sure.
Yep.
God damn, time flies, man, when we're having fun. All right, before we start the show proper, Dementor with the brand new sub and Absent with a 13-month resub. You both get a woo! Thank you so much for the brand new sub and the resub. Greatly appreciated. And Dementor, thank you for the follow as well. Greatly appreciated. Oh, it's all good, Xerxes. We're just, like I said, I think Will and I got them literally at the same time. And yeah. So there's that. Oh, Will, we got a big one. Do you want to know what's on this week's episode of the show?
Well, kind of the title, but yeah, what do we got?
How dare you spoil it for our listeners and viewers at home? God damn. It's our HCS Salt Lake City preview. We're going to get to that in just a little bit, but before we get into that, let's start off with some competitive news. Tournament announcements, September 15th, the P-United Draft Tournament by Passion United is taking place. And then also on September 28th, we have the SWAT-stalgia Episode 5, Fall of Reach by SWAT Nation. Those are taking place. And then the other piece of competitive news that we have here is 2024 HCS Championship Bundle by the HCS. The 2024 HCS Championship Bundle includes the Sovereign Mark 7 set, a war-ravaged multi-use armor coating, the Solar Bandit weapon model, and the Solar Winds multi-use weapon coating. Revenue from each purchase will directly support all HCS partnered teams. So previously, where the Worlds bundle would go, like portions of the funds would go towards the winner of Worlds, this bundle proceeds will go to all partnered teams. Available Tuesday, September 3rd for a limited time. Okay? So sale starts tomorrow. The bundle will be available for a limited time. We do not know when it will end. And then from Div, he states, missed out on the 2022 and 2023 Champs bundles? You get a second chance starting tomorrow with all coatings going multi-use. So yes, they will be repurchasable in the store for the previous 2-year bundles. So go ahead and check those out if you haven't already. Get your laurels. And, fuck yeah. There you go. That's it for the competitive news. Will, what do we happen to have next? Rostermania!
You know, it's a little weird to me that you're like, well, what do we have next? Then you press the button where I used to press the button. Anyway.
You're welcome.
Anyway, first off, before we get into the one piece of Rostermania, we have Piggy put together a SLC free agent list. If you want to check it out, it is provided in the show notes. And then the one announcement we have, if you didn't see it, Dead Inside, now in org, find Dayquil. Go check it out.
Congratulations, by the way. Fucking amazing.
And they are helping Piggy onboard Ascendant, Ezo, and Callus or Laz as the coach get into SLC. So awesome to see. More support going on in the scene, you know? Good
Absolutely.
stuff.
Absolutely. I'll tell you one thing. That team's going to place far better than any team that Native fucking is going to be on. What?
Who's going to be on?
I don't know. What? Who?
Oh. You broke up a little bit there.
Oh, did I? Oh, that's
No.
unfortunate. Oh, goddamn. Oops.
It did sound like you said native, but I think you said...
I think, for the record, I did not say native.
Yeah.
I said nated.
There you go.
Yeah, we got there. So. Topher comes in, says Bulbasaur's still best Pokemon. Topher, you get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, guys, I did not say native. Okay, did not say native gaming. I promise.
Yeah, it sounded like native to me at first.
I apologize.
I know what he said.
I apologize. I tried making a little like poke at, a previous situation where Callus was the coach on a previous team.
Yes.
And now it sounds like he has a much better opportunity with the team who feels like they can actually go places. So
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
That's what I was getting at. So basically, huge shout out to Laz. Love him. Super excited for that squad. And shout out to Haley. Congratulations to her and getting this off the ground, and super excited to see what happens. Aftershocker with the 6-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much for the resub. Greatly appreciated. Thonky, welcome back as well. Good to see you too. All right. Well, thank you for running through the Rostermania news that we had there, because it's time for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by the non-existent noobcomma.com. Don't go there because it doesn't exist. Friday, September 6th to Sunday, September 8th. Who would have fucking guessed it? Is the HCS Salt Lake City Major. Duh. And we're going to talk about it in just a little bit. That's it for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by...
No one.
Yep. Scrim tournament recraps, Will. Recraps.
Let me recrap this shit for you right now. I hate
Fuck.
myself. First tournament, only tournament to recap. There was more, but
I'm gonna throw shade at why not?
You are.
I am. Go ahead. Go through this one first, and then I'm going to throw shade at why not.
Okay. In Excelsius and Women of Halo Infinite 2v2 results, third place went to Veronica and Luna Rose. Second went to Picking Sakura and Sehi. And first went to Airborne Vanessa and Divine Damsel.
Shout out in Excelsius. Shout out Women of Halo. Shout out that event.
Yeah, I'm like, shade on Tony, huh?
No, it's not. Guys, really? You think I have beef with Tony? Relax. Let's fucking relax. I'm blowing things out of proportion. But I have ranted about this many a time on this show over the years, and I'm going to rant about it right now. Hey, Tony. First and foremost, why don't you have VODs available on your fucking Twitch channel, bro? What if I wanted to get the VOD to include in our fucking show notes for your fucking pop-up tournament? What the fuck? So that's part number one. Part number two, where's the bracket link? Huh? We can't shout out winners of fucking tournaments if I don't have a goddamn bracket link. Where the fuck is that? Tony? Huh? Where is it? I don't have the VOD. I don't have the bracket link. I can't put you in the fucking show. I put you in the fucking show last week. I can't put you in this week. I don't have results. That's all I got.
You good? Feel better?
I feel great.
Oh, wonderful.
Just, again, for the record, no actual beef with Tony. I genuinely want to shout these things out on the show when they happen. And so last week he puts out a tweet that says, hey, we're doing a pop-up tournament. That's fucking awesome. I love that. And I love that for your community. Give us the opportunity to shout it out further on the show. Have the VOD available. Have the bracket available if there's a bracket. Let us shout these winners out. Give them the props they deserve. So yeah, no real fucking beef against Tony. He's amazing. Okay. We stand Tony. We love him. But yeah, if I give smoke to every other person that doesn't do this, I got to give smoke to him too. Okay?
Fair enough.
See, I got to be fair. I got to be fair. Not having a bracket means not having a fucking bracket. He didn't have one. God damn it. Oh my God.
Right. There we go. That's the only tournament we got.
Hell yeah. All right. It's time for our topic. Let's do this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, topic of the show. HCS Salt Lake City preview. We've made it. It's finally here. It is this coming weekend. Cannot fucking wait. I have a lot of work to do leading up to the event because Labor Day weekend is a long weekend. My daughter had her tonsils removed. I've missed some work. I'm talking about my actual job. So I have a lot to catch up on before I'm able to travel here. But who gives a shit about that? We're here to talk about the event. First and foremost, tickets are still available. General admission tickets are still available. They are $45. And you can use a discount code of any of the following. Cloud9, these are all like one word. Cloud9, Complexity, Phase, Optic, Sentinels, Space Station, Quadrant. And you will get 10% off. And the organization that you use when you purchase the ticket, they get a little bit of the proceeds because you use their discount code. So something cool there. So yeah, general admission tickets are still available right now if you wanted to go to the event. And I highly recommend that you do if you're able, because it's said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going to go on an assumption here. And I don't like to do this. I really don't like to do this. But I will go out on an assumption and say that this is, besides Worlds, this is going to be the best event of the year by far. By far. So much so, and we weren't there last year. Like, we weren't at the SLC event last year, but I truly believe that this will be the best event. This might be the best HCS event that we've had. Oh, obviously in Infinite's lifetime. Do I go all encompassing? We'll have to wait and see. But Space Station have not been fucking around, so very much looking forward to it. Veggies, welcome back. Good to see you. All right. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of what the event is going to consist of, I wanted to open our topic with some community stuff that's going on, some booth information that we have, the community giveaways that are going to be happening throughout the event. So first and foremost, we have an HCS crash course by All in Juan, who is in the chat right now. So go ahead and check that video out if you haven't already. It is almost an hour long. Where basically he is communicating with his friends who are not really into Halo, and basically breaking down most of what the HCS entails for his friends who are not necessarily involved within the Halo scene. And the way that I look at it, I think it's a perfect encapsulation of something that I wish that we had a long time ago. And now we finally have it now, which is a near complete breakdown of what the HCS is for folks that maybe have never been tuned into it before, or maybe just need a refresher, whatever it may be. So go check that video out if you haven't already. It's a great time. Then we have another video by All in Juan as well. Want to shout him out here. When SSG put out their tweet for like the little teaser as to what the floor plan would look like for SLC, Juan did a little bit of a deep dive and did some sleuthing, and he put a video out that is in the Google Doc of the show. So the show, you can go check it out as well for a little more information about the venue layout. Next up, we already talked about this on a previous episode as well, but the HCS Major AMA by Space Station Gaming, that tweet is still up, and you can go ahead and look through that thread if you want some answers to your questions that you may have had. So go check that out. And then finally, something that released very recently, as a matter of fact, the Narrative and SSG HCS SLC pre-show with Onset and Bravo. Go check that video out as well. It's a great time. And apparently Walshy is fucking insane at pickleball. So beware is what they said. So there you go. But also, like, the whole video is great, so make sure to go check it out. Next up, booths and merch. First up, our merch is available right now. ! Merch in the chat. If you're watching live, we have an SLC merch drop available right now, featuring a new After Party colorway by Uriel, a new HCS Pro Talk logo colorway, a youth logo tee, and joggers as well. Go check them out if you haven't already. Super excited about it. Then we have a couple pieces of Space Station merch that have been teased. First up is the Sad Boy Chief V3 shirt, available at SLC and available online. And then, of course, a brand new SSG hoodie. It is pink, and it features a Spartan with cat ears eating ramen. And that'll also be available online for pre-orders as well, so stay tuned for that. Then we have some community giveaways that are taking place. First and foremost, we have stickers that we'll be giving away at the event. They are, again, they're based off the new logo colorway that we have with the Space Station Gold, and they're holographic. So if you want one, come find me and get one. They're free. Then we have the HCS Rosters poster by All in Juan. So go make sure to get one of those. They are limited to 50. So make sure you get one if you find Juan. So please do. Then, new team and coach trading cards by Running Riot Halo Cards. He'll have a whole new set for SLC, as a matter of fact. Not just new teams and coaches, but an entirety new set of cards that are going to be available. So make sure to go find him. And he'll have his own booth at SLC as well. So that's just pretty fucking crazy. And then finally, we have Izzy's Taxi Service stickers by Izzy. Izzy Scout had Fortune Cookie design the sticker for her, and it looks fucking awesome. So get your stickers. Get your fucking stickers. And Haley, I assume, Haley, you're going to be there, in which case you'll probably have your own stickers as well. Am I correct on that front? And then Juan also says, find me or Chuck at free_the wave on Twitter. We're splitting the posters, so we'll both have half. Dayquil says she has select amount of stickers. Fuck yes. Hey, Haley, question. When are we getting Dead Inside stickers? You announced the org. Time to take it that one more step further. I need fucking stickers. Okay? Need the stickers. Need them. You might see some at Salt Lake. Ooh, yes! Let's go. I'm fucking excited. All right. And then, of course, I say this for every major. If anyone knows of anybody in the community giving other things away, send the links to us so we can include them in the show notes as well. I try to make the show notes the one-stop shop for everything that's happening for the event, so it can be a quick, easy reference point if need be. Then we have the talent, which has been announced as well. We have desk host, which is Lottie, stage host, which is Blaze. Casters include Onset, Bravo, Gaskin, Shurzy, Walshy, and Golden Boy. And then the analysts include Clutch and Why Not. So there you go. Make sure to go show them some love as well. Will's taking a step away for a minute, and that's okay. Included in the show notes, we have the Friday schedule, along with the entire event schedule if you're going to be attending in person, so make sure to go check those out as well. Where to watch A, B, C, and D streams will be on Twitch, along with YouTube, and then there will be co-streamers as well. And LVT will be broadcasting, will have a dedicated stream for the open bracket as well. They will have a dedicated stream for the open bracket, which is going to be pretty fucking sick. So hell yeah. And this isn't meant to be, I'm going to sound like a piece of shit here, and I don't mean for me to sound like a piece of shit here. Maybe this will allow for more matches to be shown, because there aren't as many teams signed up. Okay? And again, like the not as many teams signed up isn't meant to be a dig, because it is the last major. Atlanta just happened. Worlds is right after this. School is starting back up for everybody. So on and so forth. So yeah, it's not meant to be a dig. It's just meant like, hey, maybe because we don't have as many teams sign up for the open bracket, this may give LVT an opportunity to have more matches be broadcasted. So we shall see. Tyler says undedicated. Oh my God. They don't want it bad enough. Yeah, they don't want this one singular opportunity to potentially qualify for Worlds. Topher says top 48 already. Woot. Yeah, let's go. Jesus Christ. All right, Twitch drops will be available. If you watch for 3 hours, you will get the HCS Major Weapon Charm. If you watch for, I think it's 6 hours, you will get the Kiltastrophe Weapon Charm. Let me see if I can zoom in here. There we go. Yeah, you'll get the Kiltastrophe Weapon Charm and the Magma Vent Weapon Coating for all UNSC weapons. If you watch for 9 hours, you will get the Killpocalypse Weapon Charm and the Ivory Guard Armor Coating for all cores. And then if you watch 4 hours from co-streamers, you will get the Cherry Bomb Warthog Coating and the Mr. Moa Emblem and Nameplate. And if you want, here, let me do this right quick. Let me do this right quick.
Say, Josh, do we know who the co-streamers are?
No, but I assume it's a lot. I assume it's a lot of folks. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. All right, here. In case anybody wanted to see what the Twitch drops look like, there you go. That is what they are. You're welcome. So yeah, 3 hours for the charm, 6 hours for the weapon coatings and the charm, 9 hours for the armor coating and the charm, and then 4 hours for co-streamers. You get the Warthog coating and the nameplate emblem combo. Moving back to this. I got to unzoom out on that. Okay. Now, again, before we get into actual brackets here, I want to kick it off with the FFA and the side tournaments. There's a $5,000 free-for-all tournament. As with every major, HCS SLC will feature a $5,000 free-for-all tournament open to all event attendees. Registration will take place on site. Note, due to a bug impacting Aquarius on Xbox Series X, the map will be removed from play in the Halo Infinite FFA. Live Fire will take its place as the map used. And then, from Hines, he states, to add a bit more context, recently we noticed that there's been an increased number of crashes during matches played on Aquarius and Ranked Aquarius for players on the Xbox Series X. To protect the competitive experience, the decision was made to remove the map from select SLC major events. Okay? So it sounds like the number of crashes has increased, which means that they got to that decision. In addition to the cash prizes, the top 8 of the free-for-all will earn travel coverage to compete in the $25,000 free-for-all at the Halo World Championship 2024. First will take home $2,000. This is for SLC. Second, $1,200. Third, $800. Fourth, $425. Fifth, $200. Sixth, $150. Seventh, $125. And eighth, $100. Your side tournaments. Actually, I should just say this too. Sign up is going to be at 10 o'clock a.m. for VIPs, 10:30 a.m. for everybody else. It'll start at noon. This is on Saturday, September 7th, by the way. Okay, Saturday. 256 player cap, single elim, best of one, and the top 4 advance. Okay. HCS side events. There are a few, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring up the graphics here. We'll go through them one by one here. Halo 3 4v4 on Friday, September 6th. Sign up will be at 4 p.m. Start time at 5:15 p.m. 16-team bracket, single elimination best of 3, and the finals will be best of 5. First place will take home $900. Second, $300. Also on Friday, September 6th, we have a Halo 5 2v2. Sign up at 5:45, starting at 7. 16-team bracket, single elim best of 3, finals is best of 5. First will take home $750. Second, $250. On Saturday, September 7th, we have the Halo Infinite 2v2. Sign up at 1:45 p.m., start time at 3:30 p.m. 64-team bracket, single elim best of 3, finals best of 5. First will take home $1,100, with second taking home $450. And finally, on Saturday, September 7th as well, we have the Halo 3 2v2, 4:45 p.m. sign up, 6 p.m. start. 32-team bracket, single elim best of 3, finals best of 5. First will take home $900, second $350. Now, there was a lot of feedback that had been received, Will, event over event over event, in terms of having better line structure for these side tournaments to make sure that the people that are actually in line are actually able to sign up and actually able to compete. I will say, in these graphics, it does state that you'll sign up at the designated area. Upon reaching the designated area, all players on the team must be present. Okay? So I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how things are going to be better than previous events. I can just hope they are. We'll have to wait and see. All right. Then, the actual tournament format here for the major. A 64-team open bracket, and there are not, as of this time, 64 teams signed up. Okay? It is not going to be a full bracket. Open bracket will start and end on Friday, September 6th. The top 4 teams will advance to pool play. And if you want an SLC mock open bracket, Ash includes one, and we have it in the show notes. Exclamation point show notes in the chat if you want to check out the teams there based off seeding that should be there. The open bracket map rotations are also included in the Google Doc of the show to the show. Now we move on to pool play. 16-team pool play, 4 pools of 4, single round robin. First and second in pools go to winners round 1. Third in pools goes to losers round 1. And again, the 4th team in pools is eliminated from the tournament. The top 6 teams from the Atlanta Major have already locked in their respective seeds in pool play at the SLC Major. Pool play map rotations included in the show notes. And then finally, the 12-team championship bracket. The championship bracket is where the best of the best will clash for their share of $250,000 and a paid trip to the Halo World Championship 2024. It is a 12-team double elim. Top 8. Okay? Not the top 6. The top 8 will lock in their seeds at the Halo World Championship 2024. Champ bracket map rotations are in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. And then, Will, the really cool thing here. Halo World Championship qualification paths. Teams will qualify for the World Championship in 3 ways. Placing top 8 at the SLC Major, regardless of region. The next one, top 4 in HCS points after the Major. These 4 teams will be determined by global HCS points. In other words, points earned at LAN events. Okay? And then finally, the top 4 teams from the last chance qualifiers taking place on site at the SLC Major. And if I am not mistaken, if we go based off the event schedule, the Halo World Championship last chance qualifiers will be taking place on Saturday, September 7th at 6:30 p.m. Okay? They will be on that Saturday. Now, what are the last chance qualifiers? The last chance qualifiers are a set of 4 single elimination best of 5 playoff matches. The winners of these 4 matches will earn their spots as the final 4 teams in the Halo World Championship. Once the 8 teams participating in the last chance qualifiers have been determined and seeded, the matches will be played on LAN and broadcasted Saturday night at the SLC Major. So they're also broadcasted. Fuck yeah. The format is simple. Win the match and qualify for Worlds. Here's how the 8 teams participating in the last chance qualifiers will be determined. Pool play teams that have not qualified for Worlds. The next highest open bracket placing teams, and all pool play teams will be seeded higher than teams qualifying from the open bracket. Okay? The map rotation will be CTF on Forbidden, Slayer on Live Fire, Strongholds on Recharge, Oddball on Streets, and Slayer on Solitude. Now, Will, it's time for some roster recap. Would you mind going through the open bracket travel coverage secured teams?
Sure. Although I'm very curious about the one spot there.
Read the bullet point underneath it after the graphic.
Will do.
Yeah.
Well, I got this. All right, Mind Freak. If you
Wait,
don't
whoa,
remember-
whoa.
Whoa.
Are you ready? I didn't know you were starting with them. I was like, oh shit. I wasn't prepared.
Oh no, I accidentally just scrolled. Here we go. Plasma, Scoob, Sways, and Rice on Mind Freak. Alpha Esports also qualified for open bracket coverage. That's Acid, Drift, Lure, and Noble. Team Tormatic? GG, that's what it is. Tormatic. Desire, Ninja, Valkyrie, and Zove. And then Team 1 did qualify, which included King Nick, Collect, Mortally, and Tusk. And they were supposed to have the first seed going into the open bracket, but due to King Nick being unable to attend and Team 1 no longer competing as a squad, it will now be Team Lethal Fox featuring Haynes, Yaxon, Common, and Rami taking the first seed in the open bracket.
Indeed. So yeah, kind of unfortunate there. Not here to speculate as to why King Nick was unable to attend. It just is what it is at this point. But yeah.
It's 2 in a row though, man.
I know.
So unfortunate.
For the record, one of them was London. So it's like, that one, a little more leniency towards it. But again, we don't know the situation. Really just sucks for his teammates as well.
Yeah.
And yeah. So. All right. Now, Will.
Pool play.
Our pool play teams. Do you want to do we want to switch off pools here?
Sure. In
All right.
Pool D, starting from the bottom.
I Pool D's nuts, dude.
Oh, all right. We have Native Gaming, APG, Barcode, Gilkey, and Tapping Buttons. FaZe Clan, Frosty Renegade, Royal 2, and Snakepipe. And Pure, Cherish Struck, Last Shot, and Tolic.
Dayquil, I don't think they did.
No, last I heard, Team 1, just that whole squad isn't going.
Yeah, more like Team 1 and done, dude.
What one was there? Team 1, just Team Done. Team None now. What the fuck?
Oh my god. All right. Moving on. Pool C. I'll do the same thing you did. I'll go from back to front here. Cloud9, Manny, Sab, Septify, and Suspector. Then we have Into the Breach, Jimbo, Mighty, T-Chick. LOL.
T-Chick.
Yeah. And then Woodham. And then Rebellion, Psycho, Mental, Soul Snipe, and Suppressed. I don't know what Will's doing right now.
I'm sorry. I got him. I'm answering questions.
It's okay.
Pool B, Complexity, Breaking Shot, Huss, Rain, Ride Noob, Quadrant, Glory Sika, SLG, and Snipe Drone, and Optic Gaming, Dead Zone. Or some people still don't know he's Dead Zone, but it was Penguin. Formal, Lucid, and Trippy.
All right. And then in Pool A, Ascending Base, Bass Sauce, Millsy, Moe's, and Sunriz. Then we have Sentinels with Boo Boo Doo Boo, Falcated, Lethal, and Precision. And finally, Space Station Gaming, Bound, Eco, Legend, and Stellar. That's your roster recap, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Time everyone's been waiting for. This is it. We've made it. Predictions time. We'll start off with pools. And then we'll get to our placings as well.
I'm not ready for this.
I'm not ready either. But hey, they're always wrong. Who gives a shit? We're here to have fun. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our predictions. If Blackout is here, I apologize. We did not use your graphic. I didn't want to fucking add numerical values to a picture. I just wanted to put him in a table and be done with it. So I apologize, Blackout.
Photoshop? Nah.
Yeah, fuck that. Oh shit, Absent, you're gonna be there, dude?
Wait, Absent's gonna be at SLC?
Oh, hugs are happening straight up. Hugs are happening straight up. Holy shit. Holy shit. You're gonna jump into my arms? Oh my god, I'm so excited now. Holy fuck. All right, let's go. Okay. Now, even if our predictions are absolutely chalked, I don't even fucking care anymore. I just don't fucking care anymore. Absent made it all better for me. All right. We'll start with Pool A here, Will. And I'm just gonna do what I normally do, which is just, do this. Okay, so Will, go ahead. Who do you have in Pool A?
Well, you can see it on screen. Fourth, Ascending Baseline. Third is going to be the open bracket team. Second, Sentinels. And first, Space Station Gaming.
I have the exact same layout here. Although I did try going based off of Ash's mock open bracket that he has, which again, you should check out if you haven't already. It's in the show notes. I tried going based off that. And if I'm going to be wrong here, but like, if the teams I have going through the bracket go through the open bracket the way that I think they would, based off wins, losses, so on and so forth. Who does Ash have making it out of open? I don't know. But this is just me. Based off of his mock bracket and how seeds are, and I just like kind of, this team would beat this team in my mind. This team would beat this team in my mind. And I just went through the bracket that way. In which case, if that happens, I see Mind Freak taking this spot, and I see them beating Ascending Baseline. Probably wrong, though. What are you all smiley about, dude?
Me, I'm pressing buttons and causing things to happen on the spreadsheet, which then causes it to happen on your screen.
Okay. I sorry.
Whoops.
So, yeah. For all I know, Haley, these are going to be wrong. Like, for all I know, the teams coming out of open are going to be wrong. I don't know. I just tried to get more, like, detailed with it. I tried to go a little bit deeper dive this time. Just to see if, like, because like this team would be coming from the loser side of the open bracket and be going into this spot in pools. I could see Mind Freak taking this spot. That's kind of the way I went with it. Will is happy you won a t-shirt. Duh. I believe it. Do you want to share what 4 teams you think will make it out of open? Oh, trust me, I will. They're here. They're all listed here. Do you just do a little dance, Will, because you want a shirt?
I did do a little dance.
God damn it. All right, we're off the rails here. Subscribe to our Patreon where we have a real off the rails.
Focused.
It's okay. All right.
Woo.
Pool B, Will, who do you got?
Fourth place, open bracket team. Third, Quadrant. Second, Complexity. And first, Optic Gaming. This is where we finally have a discrepancy.
We do have a discrepancy here. So I, in fourth place, I have an open bracket team, and somehow I have Passion United here. Maybe it's just hope, or maybe it's just who they play against. I don't know. But this is what I got.
All right.
Hey, if they do, think about that. How fucking crazy would that be, you know? In third place, we have Complexity, second Quadrant, and first Optic Gaming. So I question for you, Will. Why do you have Complexity over Quadrant in this pool?
I don't know. I can't give you a good reason.
I respect
other than I maybe lost some faith in Quadrant over the year.
Maybe gained a little bit more in Complexity. Maybe they're able to dial things in a little bit more this time.
Maybe. I don't know.
I respect it.
And then as far as Passion United, I obviously am excited for them. But Mailman, I should say, is a mouse and keyboard player. And he's going to be playing on the Series X.
They're going to win.
The dev kits with mouse and keyboard. I just hope it goes well for him.
They're going to win.
I've heard some, there's not a lot of room for the mouse and keyboard players. The
adapter die
is pretty significant.
Will, if I'm going to take a page, I'm going to take a page out of Stephen Goob's book here. Okay. where
Okay.
we were all commenting and slightly concerned about Live Fire taking over for Aquarius for the FFA. Steven Goobs, multi-FFA champion, comes out and says, adapt or die. He's ready. He's locked in. Male main needs to do the same fucking thing. Lock in, do or die. God damn. And yeah, Mindfreak are also playing through the open bracket, as they have consistently. Yeah. So, all right. There's our Pool B and Pool C. Go ahead, Will. Who do you got in Pool C? Oh, God damn
I'm going to get a lot of shit for this one.
Delete that, you fuck. Oh, no, not DevTools. Go ahead.
Open bracket in 4th. Breach in 3rd, Cloud9 in 2nd, and Shopify in 1st.
Riz is going to hate you.
I know, man. I know. But Cloud9's been picking up some steam, but they're also very like do or die. It's either their plays work really well or they crumble.
Yeah.
And when we have random events where Cloud9 pops off, I'm thinking this might be one.
I respect
and
it.
That's what I'm going with.
Absolutely. I respect it. I have an open bracket team in 4th place. This, in my opinion, would either be Alpha or Forsaken. 3rd place would be Cloud9. 2nd would be Into the Breach. And the 1st would be Shopify Rebellion. The reason I have Into the Breach over Cloud9 in the spot is in terms of consistency. I think Into the Breach have been slightly more consistent. And they had a good placing, a great placing in Atlanta. So I'm hoping that they're taking that momentum going into this event. They are not boot camping. This was confirmed in the narrative episode that they're not going to be over here boot camping. So I'm curious what that is going to look like. That could not be good for them. But
yeah, honestly, depending on what open bracket team gets here too, this could be that pool where like the 3-way tie happens again and funky placings happen because of the way the tiebreaker works.
Mm-hmm.
I could also see that.
Exactly. And for the record, for this event, we did not do like series breakdowns, like who would win 2-1, like 3-2 or like, 3-1, 3-0, whatever it is. We didn't do that. So yeah, either way, again, we're both a little bit different on that one. And finally, in Pool D, who do you got, Will?
There it is. Open bracket team in 4th. In Native Gaming, Pure, and FaZe. Although Pure's been looking good.
Mm-hmm.
They've been playing really well. But I got to give it to FaZe.
I think FaZe show up now. I said it before and I'll say it again. I thought Arlington was a fluke event for them this year at the beginning of the year. And then they come out in London and show the fuck out. They had their worst placing as a team easily with that top 6 finish in Atlanta. We haven't seen something like that in a long time for that team. Okay? You rarely see something like that happen. So I think they're going to show up and I think they're going to show out. Pure, like they could be considered the hot team right now. Okay, they definitely could. But not only did they punch FaZe in the fucking mouth, in Atlanta. Obviously not literally. I'm talking about in game, just to make sure people understand.
Nope, they crawled across the desk.
I mean, Talik came over. Talik was ready, dude. He was screaming walking across the stage. But seriously, I think FaZe are going to come correct this event. And like top 6 is horrendous for them. Like we're talking about a team who has dynastic qualities, has 3/4 of a dynastic roster, has won a world championship, has won majors, A top 6 placing is fucking out of this universe bizarre for a team like that. So Pure, I assume Pure are going to look great too. Like, don't get me wrong. I think they're going to ride the momentum that they had there. They know what they need to work on. And we know Druck's going to be here. But I think FaZe are going to come correct this time around. Who's the non-dynastic player? So when I say that, Spring King, I don't want this taken out of context. It's because Renegade it's the same thing I said about Optic last year. I said if Optic stuck together, if Optic stuck together the way that they were and they won another world championship, I would consider them a dynasty. I would consider that roster a dynasty. It's the same thing for FaZe this year. FaZe won Worlds last year. If FaZe wins Worlds this year, I would consider FaZe a dynasty. The current FaZe roster with Renegade.
Let me throw this at you, Josh.
Go ahead.
If Space Station win 3 out of the 4 events of the year, of the majors.
I need 2 Worlds in a row.
2 Worlds?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I would start a team
so you're telling me that you're telling me that Optic roster was a dynasty then? They won back to back, and they won a world championship in there. Are they a dynasty?
I think that if Space Station wins Worlds on top of winning SLC, I think that conversation
Atlanta
starts. Yeah, if they won the first event, they won Atlanta, they win SLC, and then they win Worlds.
Yep.
3 or 4 out of the 5 events of a year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty, like that dynasty conversation of those 4 players comes up a lot quicker.
You're right. The conversation comes up a lot quicker, but it's not solidified for me until they win another one. Like the reason why we have that final boss roster as a dynasty, the reason why we have that CLG Optic Talk Sentinels roster as a dynasty with Lethal on it is because not only did they win a lot, but they won the biggest events of their like game's lifetime. And they run multiple of them. So the conversation, in my opinion,
I kind of have. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
I was like, I kind of have this mindset of, with the way things are now, it's harder to stay at the top longer than it was back then.
That's true.
Because of the way information is shared.
That is true. But I don't think it should take away from what it means to be a dynasty. Now, here's something that I'll say that could help the furthering of the conversation. I don't think it necessarily is, but if this was the last season of Infinite and SSG came out on top, the conversation becomes a little easier.
Sure.
Because then you have no reference point for the future. You know what I mean? It's like they came out on top and they were the best at that time. Hands down. But if we do have another season, again, it's just my opinion, right? We all have different opinions. If we do have another season, if they won Worlds again, then they would be solidified a dynasty for me.
Drager brings up a good point too, is meta shift every 2 months in Infinite with all the changes we get.
I mean, I think the 2 months is a little facetious.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went from BR to Bandit, and yes, that is a big meta shift. That was obviously a year-to-year thing. Beth takes it even a step further. They need to consistently win in multiple titles for me to call them a dynasty personally. Like Snakebite, Royal 2, Frosty, and Lethal are a dynasty because they were at the top in H2A, dominant in H5, and at the top in Infinite. I'd say the same for Snakebite, Royal 2, and Frosty Trio. I still wouldn't consider the Optic roster a dynasty because they've only been dominant in this one game and really only in one season as far as dominant goes. I respect the take, Beth. I respect the take, but now with that context in mind, I go more leaning towards what Will was saying, where things are so much harder now to kind of stay at that top with the amount of information and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, like Xerxes said, it's a fair argument. All right. But either way, that's where Will and I stand on that whole thing. Sorry.
Woo.
Yeah, but back to pool play here.
Pool play.
I do think FaZe come correct here. I think like you and me are combined here, Will. We think FaZe take the pool. But Pure, I mean, shit, if they punch him in the mouth again, like that'd be...
Yeah, if it causes another upset, then there's like, there's some questions, right?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Native Gaming taking third, and then the open bracket team. Me personally, I have Team Lethal Fox or Dead Inside in this spot. And the only reason why I have Native Gaming ahead of either of those two teams or whatever team comes out of open bracket is because this is it. This is the last chance they have.
It's do or die for them. This
is literally the last chance that they have. This is literally the only opportunity they're going to have to qualify for Worlds. You know, they got to do something here. And if they're going to try to do something at this event in general, they have to start by taking third in this pool. I don't think they have a chance to take second or first, but they have a real shot to beat whatever open bracket team come out of here. Okay. So I'm going to give Native Gaming this, but this is it. Last time, literally last opportunity that they have. All right. Those are our pools. Moving on to bracket play. That would mean that in 13th through 16th, Will, we are lockstep here. Three open bracket teams and ascending baseline. And Will, just to give you a heads up, when I ask you to say who you have here, even though it's on the screen for the audio listeners, they're not going to know what is being shown. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's right. Audio people still exist.
Yes, they do. They do still exist.
Hi, audio listeners.
Oh my God.
Hope you're having a great day.
Oh my God. All right. So there you go.
We've been video based for so long now.
We have. It's very true. 9th through 12th.
Yeah.
We are
whatever open bracket team knocks out AB. Oh, and go ahead with what you were going to say.
No, I'm going to say we're the same here too. We just have been a little different order, but they're the same exact placings. We have the same teams in the same placings here. Cloud9, the open bracket team, Complexity, and Native Gaming.
So notice, in my pools, you all questioned me, Complexity over Quadrant. Well, here we go. I think Complexity gets double first rounded.
They just get fucking annihilated.
Get dropped 9 through 12.
Oofda doofda.
I also have, we both have Native Gaming, Complexity, Cloud9, and the open bracket team. We just typed them in different orders. It looks bugging me out.
No, I'm sorry. I should have put them together in the same lines. But yes, we have the same exact teams here. Teams who we do not have in the same spots though are 7th and 8th teams. Who do you have?
Quadrant and Into the Breach.
I have Into the Breach and Sentinels. The reason why I will show my predictions bracket after we go through the placings, but I have another matchup, Will, against Quadrant and Into the Breach, which means one of them has to place top 12. I mean, one of them has to place top 6 in my opinion, and the other one places top 8.
Kance asks here, would Native Gaming getting 9th, 12th qualify them for Worlds? No. They would have to play in the last chance. Oh, wait.
They might have enough points.
They might have enough points.
Yep. They would probably have enough points. So yeah, top 8 is guaranteed no matter what. Like whatever teams place top 8, you're guaranteed for Worlds, regardless of region. And then you qualify based off of 3 different methods. You either win the last chance qualifier for whatever, or your top 4 in global HCS points, which are just earned on LAN, which, I mean, maybe they're not then.
Well, they've been getting pool play and into like 9th, 12th pretty consistently. So I think that would almost qualify them.
And Mike,
but it might be close. It might be close.
Mike also chimes in. He says, yeah, top 12 placement should pretty much lock us into Worlds.
There we go.
Cool. All right.
So you have Sentinels down in 7th, 8th here.
It's literally based off of how my bracket came down.
Okay.
Which I will show off so you can have a little bit more understanding as to why I have them placing so low. Because yes, this would be a very low placing for them. Next up, 5th, 6th. What do you got, Will?
This is where I have Sentinels and Pure.
So Pure get knocked out of the top 4 for this one.
Yeah.
Okay. I have Quadrant here because, again, I have Quadrant into the Breach playing against each other, and I have Quadrant winning this time around. So Quadrant would take top 6, into the Breach would take top 8, and then this is actually where I have Shopify. And again, I'll provide my reasons in a little bit. Riz says, boo. I'm sorry. Riz is so mad because he just wants him to win the whole goddamn thing. Be the number 1 seed going into Worlds, dude. How crazy would that be? Oh my God.
Sorry, Riz.
All right. Here's where shit gets funky. Will.
I have FaZe in 4th.
You have FaZe in 4th place.
Yeah.
All right, can you elaborate?
No.
Okay. That's fine if you don't want to.
I don't know. Something's telling, like, it was probably leaning on that top 6 placing last event. Will they pull it back together? You know, people are saying PJ's got the wife buff now. Or is it he's been busy and they didn't get more practice in? You know what I mean? Like, I know they went right back to it when they got back.
Yeah.
The honeymoons after Worlds.
Correct. So they did plan ahead of time.
They did. I don't know. I just...
Collect is offended. Is he offended for my pick or Will's pick? They're always wrong anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. Also, Collect, hi, it's good to see you. I'm glad you got unbanned on Twitter.
Their wedding did look amazing. Haley.
It did.
He's probably appalled at me putting FaZe in 4th.
No, he's probably mad that I put Pure in 4th.
So it was Pure in 4th for you, just same thing, the way the bracket shook out.
Correct.
Top 3 or top 3.
Yep. Top 3 are going to be the top 3. It's just where I have them placed. I think both are valid. We'll see. Like, our predictions are always wrong. And I literally, like, I try to go deep into this shit and try to figure out who I think is actually going to win. Like, yes, obviously they're always wrong and it's always a joke and it's always a fun time. This is all for fun. It doesn't mean anything. But, like, I try to do some research, be like, I think this could happen. Or, like, you know, Collect, anything is possible. It is. It's fucking Halo.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah.
3rd place, Will. Who do you got?
Shopify. What do you know? This is, I don't think they're getting past top 2. Their Sunday performance has been abysmal. We'll see if they come correct and get their 3rd place again.
I have Optic taking 3rd.
Yeah.
I don't think they get over the hump to take 1st. But it could happen. For all I know, it could happen. Like the top 3 are for those wondering, here's the rule. The top 3 are called the top 3 because any one of them can win a tournament at any given time. Okay? If they're all playing the way that they should be playing, any one of those top 3 teams can win an event because they already have. Okay? But with that in mind, I have them in 3rd because of who I have in 2nd. But Will, who do you have in 2nd?
I'm continuing the streak with Optic Gaming. I'm going to see how long this can go. I'll probably have them 2nd at Worlds too if they get 2nd here.
God damn, they just never make it over the hump.
They're the second place team all year. If they get 2nd here, I cannot argue with that consistency.
Oh,
2nd place.
God. Oh my God.
Optic
I love
Gaming.
it. I love it. 2nd, Optic Gaming. Just like fucking, you know, just as easy as peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have FaZe taking 2nd. Like I said, I think they come correct this event. I think that Atlanta event was an aberration. That thing, it was abysmal. And I hope that I hope that they went back to whatever room they were staying in and looked at each other and be like, that was unfucking acceptable. So, and I think they did. I think they did do that. I think they come back. I think they come back very strong. But, no, and again, the top three are the top three because any one of them can win at any given time. I don't want any of these because it happens every fucking event, Will. I don't want any of these players come out and be like, they doubted us. They fucking doubted us. Nobody's doubting you. Only morons will doubt any player of the top three teams. And they're fucking morons if they doubt them. So I think FaZe are going to come out great this event, but not great enough to beat the team that we both think are winning this event, going back-to-back, Will, and winning their own home event, Space Station Gaming.
Yeah, the dominance is just there. They're playing too well. Even the 2v2 shit that Bound's been doing or any of the online stuff, they're just playing so well together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can vote against them right now.
Now, I said, yo, Play Pat, welcome back. I did say that depending upon the event, the crowd should make a difference. I thought the crowd was going to make a big difference in London for Quadrant. You think an Optic crowd is going to make a difference at an Optic event? They all pale in comparison to what happened at SLC last year. That crowd was fucking insane. And I expect the crowd to be louder at this event. I think that Optic are going to be drowned the fuck out by SSG fans at this event. The Optic fan base will be there, and they will be loud. But I think the SSG fan base will be even bigger and will be louder. Bigger than the KCP pop at Kansas City? Oh my God, get the fuck out of here, Tyler. Wasn't even a fucking home event.
They did have a large crowd there, though.
Do you remember the back and forth between KCP and SSG? Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, they I believe they played against each other, and you had the back and forth. One was KCP, SSG, and it was back and forth between the two.
I just remember sitting in the middle of the KCP crowd with this jersey on, rooting for E United, and everyone around me screaming for KCP.
Oh my God. It was fucking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
And then E United won.
E United! All right. So I promised I was going to show my bracket. I'm going to do just that. So first I need to do that. Then I need to do that. And then I need to open that. And then I need to do that. Okay, so here is my bracket, the way that it shapes out, in my opinion, which is going to be wrong. So you can laugh at it all you want. It's going to be wrong no matter what. Because like Collect said, rightfully so, anything is possible in this fucking video game. Here is my bracket based off of my pool play predictions. I have Quadrant going up against Space Station, so I'll just go through it one by one here. In the winner's bracket, I have Space Station against Quadrant. Space Station obviously win that matchup. FaZe against Into the Breach. FaZe obviously win that matchup. Now here's where shit gets weird. Because, Will, remember what you were talking about, and you hit the nail on the fucking head. Because FaZe placed top 6, pools are weird. Which means the bracket's going to be weird based off of where teams place. Right?
Yeah.
And based off of that, I have a Shopify Rebellion pure matchup in the winner's bracket, in winner's round 1. Okay? So I told you I went a little deeper here. Here's what I have. Shopify and Pure have yet to play against each other on LAN in 2024 at any event. Okay, whether Pure was Proton at the time, whatever, they had never played against each other on LAN in 2024. Okay?
Okay.
So I go based off of series layout, and I just based it off LAN stats. Okay? For the entire year. This is all courtesy of Halo Data Hive, by the way. Shout out Halo Data Hive. Check out Halo Data Hive for all your Halo statistical needs. Game 1 would be Oddball on Livefire. Shopify are 4-2 on LAN. That map mode combination. Pure are 1-0. Slayer on Recharge for Game 2. Shopify are 4-1. Pure are 1-2. King of the Hill on Solitude. Shopify are 0-4 on LAN. Pure 1-0. CTF on Forbidden. Shopify are 1-2. Pure are 1-0. And Slayer on Streets. Shopify are 3-2. Pure are 1-0. So obviously we don't have a lot of information to go off of for Pure.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my personal opinion, I give that to Shopify then because of the experience and the quality of teams they faced in those series.
Sure. I respect that. Shopify, I'm still taking Pure in this matchup, as you can tell by my bracket. The reason I'm taking Pure in this bracket matchup is based off the inconsistencies that we've seen with Shopify. And I know the inconsistencies have only happened on Sundays, okay? And this would not be a Sunday matchup, obviously. But I'm still... Weird things happen every tournament, Will. And this might not even necessarily be a weird thing. But I just have Pure taking this matchup. I don't know if it's a gut feeling, whatever. It's probably wrong anyway. But that team, like Shopify can be a very fast team. Pure are an unbelievably fast team as well. They have never played against each other yet on LAN the whole year. Now, granted, Druck hasn't been available for half of it. But still, I'm excited for this matchup. If this happens in the winner's bracket round 1, I'm so excited for this because, yes, it could go either way. And I hope it's a Game 5 banger. I really do. I hope it's a Game 5 fucking banger. Do you want to add something, Will?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Then Optic go up against Sentinels, and I think Optic just win that match. Okay, no offense, Sentinels, but I just think Optic win it. Then, if I just focus on losers bracket for a hot second, Quadrant go up against Cloud9. Again, based off inconsistencies from Cloud9, I'm just going to give it to Quadrant here. So that's why I have them where I have them. There's that. And then Into the Breach go up against an open bracket team. I think it's going to be Mind Freak. Again, if my pools are correct and they go the exact way I think they will, and the bracket shapes up the exact way I think it will, then it would be Mind Freak here. And I think Into the Breach win that matchup. Okay. And then Shopify against Complexity. Shopify wipe the floor with them. And then Sentinels against Native Gaming. Sorry, Mike. I think Sentinels wipe the floor with them too. So then we go to the winner's semifinal. Space Station against FaZe. This is another instance, Will, where SSG and FaZe have yet to play each other on LAN in 2024.
Yeah.
They've never played each other yet. Now, I'm not a scrims guy, Will. Not a scrims guy. Scrims don't matter in my opinion. Another fun fact here. Reported scrims on Halo Data Hive between these two teams have been incredibly minimal during the break between Atlanta and SLC. These teams barely scrim each other. Okay? But again, if we're just going off LAN stats for the series layout, here's what that series layout would look like for these two teams. Strongholds on Recharge would be Game 1. SSG are 1-0. FaZe are 1-1. Slayer on Solitude. SSG are 4-1. FaZe are 3-3. Oddball on Streets. SSG are 4-1. FaZe are 3-1. King of the Hill on Livefire. Game 4. SSG would be 3-3. FaZe are 3-1. And then Slayer and Aquarius, SSG are 3-2. FaZe are also 3-2. I have Space Station winning the series. Main reason is because of how consistent they've been. And again, I'm going to give them the upper edge. Like I said, I think FaZe come correct this event. I really do. But I think Space Station edge them out in that matchup. And then Pure against Optic. I have Optic winning. I don't know if that's... It shouldn't necessarily be obvious, but that's who I have winning that matchup.
Drager, there is still Aquarius on the PC play. So bracket play will all have Aquarius on it.
Correct.
It's only the Series X open bracket in FFA.
Absolutely. Moving on to the losers bracket again. Quadrant against Into the Breach. Again, I just think Quadrant are going to eke out this win. Okay? Into the Breach got them last event. I think Quadrant are going to get them this event. So Quadrant are going to move on. And then Shopify against Sentinels. Losers round 2. This is yet another instance, ladies and gentlemen. This is why this event could be fucking insane. If my bracket is right, this could be fucking insane because this is another matchup where these two teams have yet to play against each other on LAN in 2024. Now, the other thing I want to put out there, and a reason why I don't give a shit about Scrim results, Shopify have not won a reported Scrim against Sentinels during the break between Atlanta and SLC. They've lost each one. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about Scrims. Here's the LAN stats. Strongholds on recharge. Both teams are 0-2. Slayer and Aquarius, Shopify are 3-1. Sentinels are 0-3. Game 3 would be Oddball on Livefire. Shopify are 2-2. Sentinels are 1-3. King of the Hill on Solitude would be Game 4. Shopify are 0-4. King of the Hill on Solitude on LAN in 2024. Sentinels are 2-0. Which means I think we're going to get a Game 5 here. I think we're going to get a Game 5 here. Game 5 is Slayer on Recharge. Shopify are 4-1. They win Slayers. Sentinels are 1-2. I think Shopify have the upper hand on LAN. And Shopify move on within the tournament. That is why I have Sentinels getting a top 8 placing in this tournament. There is that. Show me Shopify Sunday stats. That's all. Just wait. I'm not done. So then we move on to the winners final here. Space Station go up against Optic Gaming. Space Station and Optic have faced off against one another 4 times on LAN in 2024. Mainly in winners final and grand final. SSG would always come out on top when the series is within the winners bracket and the grand finals. Okay? SSG would always come out on top when the series is within the winners bracket in the grand final. This is yet another winners bracket matchup. Series layout. Again, only LAN stats I'm talking about. Capture the flag on Argyle. SSG are 1-0. Optic are 2-0. But they have yet to play each other on LAN with this map mode combo. Slayer on Streets. SSG are 2-3. Optic are 3-3. Optic are 0-2 against SSG with a -22 kill differential. Strongholds on Livefire would be Game 3. SSG are 5-1. Optic are 3-3. But I said SSG are 5-1. That one loss came by Optic, and it was a -14 point differential. Pay attention to how close these games are. Except this one. Oddball on Recharge would be Game 4. SSG are 3-3. Optic are 6-0 on LAN this year. They're 6-0. Oddball on Recharge against all teams And they're 3-0 against SSG with a 185-point differential against amongst those 3 games combined. And then finally, Slayer on Solitude. SSG are 4-1. Optic are 3-4. Optic are 1-2 against SSG with a minus 14 kill differential. Again, I can see this series going the distance. I could see this series going a game 5 as well. But I still have Space Station winning this one because they don't lose in the winner's bracket. Or they haven't. They have not lost against Optic in the winner's bracket. This could be different, but who knows? And Space Station will be representing in the grand finals, the first team there. Let's close out the losers bracket here. In the losers quarterfinal, I have Quadrant against Pure. I think Pure just annihilate them. I don't necessarily think this series is close. I think Pure, this could be a 3-0. But then FaZe go up against Shopify. Shopify don't make it. I think FaZe eliminate Shopify from the tournament. And that is why I have Shopify in 4th? No, top 6. No, 4th. Top 6? Top 6. Top 6. I'm dumb. Bear with me, okay? Goddamn. Goddamn. All right. Then, because I think that's the last one that I have there. In the losers semifinal, Pure against FaZe. I think FaZe get their revenge from Atlanta. I think FaZe just simply get their revenge from Atlanta. I said FaZe were going to show out this event. This is one of those instances of it happening. They eliminate Pure from the tournament. They go to the losers final against Optic. Optic and FaZe have played against each other 3 times on LAN in 2024, with Optic coming out on top 2 out of 3 times. Okay? So let's see what the series layout is. Oddball on Streets will be game 1. Optic are 5-2. FaZe are 3-1. But they're 0-1 against Optic with a minus 73-point differential. Slayer on Recharge will be game 2. Optic are 5-2. FaZe are 5-0. And FaZe are 1-0 against Optic with a 5-kill differential. Very close game there. King of the Hill on Livefire will be game 3. Optic are 4-2. FaZe are 3-1. They're split against Optic. 1-1. With a 0 hill differential. Capture the Flag on Forbidden would be game 4. Optic are 3-1. FaZe are also 3-1. And they're tied again 1-1 against each other on LAN this year. With a 0 flag cap differential. These games in these series are very close. And then Slayer on Aquarius. Optic are 5-2. FaZe are 3-2. They're tied against each other again on LAN 1-1 with a 2-kill differential amongst the games combined. The reason why I'm saying this is because they're very fucking close, which means one play, one adjustment could change the tide of the game. And I think FaZe eke out the win here. Again, we could see another game 5 situation, but I think FaZe, I think that second place curse is finally broken, Will, but just in the wrong way. That's what I think. And then, of course, we have the grand final, which would be Space Station against FaZe, in my opinion. And I just think Space Station win it. I don't know how many games. I don't know. But I think Space Station, coming from the winner's side, you have a massive advantage there. FaZe are now, for the record, FaZe are literally the only team in Infinite history at an international LAN to come from the losers bracket and win. But I don't think it happens again. I think Space Station are just too locked in. They have that home crowd advantage. Those are my predictions. My full predictions, Will.
I didn't go that in depth.
It's okay. I didn't ask you to, and I didn't expect you to. The only reason why I did it is because I'm trying to be to get more correct ones here. And I'm I've never actually delved into the series themselves. And and the fact that the HCS provides us the series layouts now, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use it. I'm actually gonna use it. I'm gonna look into these, see what Halo Data Hive has on these teams, and maybe just go from there. So,
yeah, I just picked by mostly gut feeling. There's no strategy here, just gut feeling. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Nah, your gut's better than mine.
If I'm right, it's like a holy shit moment. You know?
I respect it.
Maybe I'll do that for World Steezy. Pick teams by favorite colors. Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Love it. Love it. Penguin is 1-12 in his career in finals when not teaming with John. Verb, you're ridiculous. Will, what's the stat on Dead Zone? Like, it's like grand finals or what? What's this fucking grand finals stat? Do you remember?
I don't not off the top of my head.
It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. Ronan says Josh is the guy that studied for a week before taking the test, and Will just skims the last page an hour before. And the worst part is, Ronan, is that I still fail the test. No, Verb, I'm talking about like grand finals appearances. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
it's
grand
just like
finals
the
appearances.
most grand finals appearances in Infinite, right?
It might be. Just always there. Real quick, Clutch Academy with a 9-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much. I apologize for missing that earlier. Fresh Veggie says Dead Zone stat is that since beginning of Halo 5, he has never placed outside of top 4. He's the only player in HCS with this stat.
No.
Damn. Viltrumite says he hasn't placed out of top 3 in Infinite. Damn. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the topic of the show this week. Our HCS SLC preview. We've given you all the event information that you need to know. We've given you our probably going to be wrong predictions as well, but that's okay because it's all for fun. It's all for fun. Dragar, no, not yet. No news on the new weapon yet, if the new weapon happens. So yeah, very fucking excited for this event. Should be the best one of the year besides Worlds, obviously. And come get your stickers. They'll be free. I'll have them for you. Also have Passion United stickers to hand out, so come get those too. Can't forget about that. And it's going to be a great fucking time. It's going to be a great fucking time. I'm not looking forward to my late flight, Will. Not looking forward to that at all.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, but everything's going to be okay. And we get to see some incredible Halo being played. So nothing to complain about there. So with that, let's get into some regular news. Firefight Battle for Reach by 343. The latest update to the map pool for Firefight will have you battling the Banished on the familiar territory that is Halo Reach maps. Okay, and one that's technically a Halo 2 map remade in Halo CEA and Halo Reach. From the beaches of Gyre, I don't know, to the Ardent Prayer, drop in and get ready to make a stand. This includes Refuge, Courtyard, Gyre Fight, Powerhouse, Ardent Prayer, and Lone Wolf. They'll be available tomorrow because the new operation starts tomorrow. No champ rank, though, so don't get your hopes up there. It's called the Champions Operation, but it's not. No champ rank, so. Yay. What?
I know people want it, but do we really need it? Do you remember what we saw at the end of Halo 5 with the champ ranks? People would just leave those games constantly or sandbag or whatever. Like,
Will, we need it back. We need it back for one reason and one reason only. So that Halo 3 Refueled playlist can come back as a ranked playlist and I can get champ rank in it. That's the only reason why champ rank needs to come back. Shout out Champ 88 in the Halo 3 throwback playlist in Halo 5, baby. That's it. I know a lot of people have been wanting it, though. I like the idea Champ should just be 1,700 and above at a legit rank. I don't know, man. I don't get paid enough to make those type of big boy decisions, apparently. Oh, shit. As a high diamond player, I don't need champ rank. All right, fresh. I respect that. That's it for the regular news. Yeah, fuck the Connor the Games Watch stuff. It's time for Will's Adventures with an Over Games 2. Will, what did you happen to play last week?
Well, been playing Infinite. Pretty much just 8s within the server still.
Hell yeah.
And then been playing some Dead by Daylight with Joey to chill and kick back and get murdered a bunch, because that's what happens in that game.
That's unfortunate.
I'm on like a 4-day losing streak. I haven't escaped in like 4 days. So I'm feeling great about that game.
Oh no. Now are you playing the like one of the survivors, or are you playing the monster? Okay.
Yeah, because I only play with Joey, and you can't, like, he can't queue as a killer and me as a survivor in the same party. Right?
Oh, okay.
So we have to play survivors. There's only one killer per map. They got rid of the 2v8 mode we've been doing.
Okay.
For 2 killers, 8. Yeah.
That'd be hectic as fuck. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, we just, it's probably my fault that I haven't survived, because I picked the perks that, like, I take people off the hooks faster, I heal faster, so I'm always like involved and not like scampering around and just trying to do generators and escape. Like, I'm actively helping the team, and like I know the strategy of like, okay, I've been hooked once, this person's hooked twice, I need to get to the hook and unhook them and take a hit while they run away, and then yeah. Anyway. We also just had a lot of people, like, the same thing is it you get an Infinite, like, sometimes you just have teammates that don't do anything, and you're sitting here like, you know what should be happening, and that doesn't happen, and it throws everything off or whatever. Sometimes play styles don't just mash up, is what I'm getting at. But yeah, that's all I played. Josh, what about you?
I played 2 things. Played some Halo Infinite. Been joining up in some of the 8s that have been going on. It's been late though. And then also I did something really stupid last night. So Will, I was working on show notes very, very late last night. Like finished around 1 o'clock in the morning or so. And I'm just sitting there contemplating going to bed. And I see some folks in a voice chat in Discord. Look like the 8s have finished. And I'm like, oh, that's good. I didn't want to play 8s that night anyway. So I'm like, I'll just pop in, right? And they're playing some big team. And literally, John's fucking reaction when I joined the voice chat was, see, I told you guys he'd join. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Bullshit, you think I'd fucking join, John? You nailed it, though. You fucking nailed it. So I joined the voice chat, and I'm just sitting there. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll play a couple. And that made it so Snag had to stay on. Now, granted, remember, Snag is an hour or 2 ahead of us. Yeah. So 1 o'clock for us was 2 or 3 o'clock for him. Okay. So I hop on. We play a couple BTB games. Then Tools hops in. And we decide to squad battle it up. I didn't go to bed till after 3 a.m. last night.
Wow.
Yeah. I never do that. So I'm tired today, obviously, but it was still a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun there. It was good vibes. Yeah. And then Played some Call of Duty Black Ops 6 open beta with some of the boys as well. Actually, I think, it was Beth, Bart, and Riz. Right, guys? I think it was Beth, Bart, and Riz. And then one of Bart's buddies, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, though. But yeah, we played the Black Ops 6 beta. It is available on Game Pass. So if you have PC Game Pass or if you have Ultimate, you'll be able to download and play the open beta, which is pretty fucking cool. Because I'm not going to pre-order the game to get it. And I genuinely had a lot of fun. I got one of the plays of the game, Will. So I was kind of feeling myself. Because I never get those. So the fact I got one, it was in a COD. I was like, oh, goddamn, I'm fucking, I'm lit, dude. But yeah, got one of those. So that was fun. Kids are already fucking cracked in that shit. It's insane. There is one map that I really do not like. I forget the name of it. Of course I did, but there's one map I really don't fucking like. But no, I had a lot of fun with Beth, Bart, and Riz, and Bart's buddy. It was a fun time. And I'll probably play it when it releases because we have it on Game Pass. So why the fuck not? You know? I like how more fluid the movement feels, Will. It feels with the Omni movement. It genuinely feels so much faster to actually react and move around. It doesn't feel clunky at all. I will say though, and Riz, shout out to Riz as well, because he had the literal same exact reaction I did. So he joined just a little bit later than I did to the voice chat. You boot up the game, Will. Will, have you booted it up at all? Have you installed it or played it at all yet?
No, I don't play COD anymore.
Okay, I respect that decision. When you boot it up for the first time, or when you just boot it up in general, it gives you the biggest Marvel Cinematic Universe bullshit of where, like, they do the whole, it's the Call of Duty logo, but within the logo is little vignettes of, like, different Call of Duty games, and then it pans out, and then you have Call of Duty. It's the same fucking thing. It was my first reaction. Is like, what in the Marvel Cinematic Universe shit is this? Riz comes in the voice chat. What in the Marvel Cinematic Universe shit was that? Just laughed my ass off when that happened. And then the menus are straight out of a mobile game. Like,
okay,
it's atrocious to navigate in a fucking Call of Duty in 2024. Holy fuck. So, but that once you're able to get into the game, once you're in and playing the video game, it's a good time.
It's still just a Call of Duty.
Yeah, but Call of Duty has some of the best gunplay in FPS history. Still to this day. Like when I think of pinnacle top tier first person shooter experiences, right? I think of in no particular order. I think of Call of Duty, I think of Destiny, I think of Halo. Like pinnacle first person shooter experiences in terms of just pure gunplay, whatever. And just feel. That's what I'd say. Tyler, I understand like a lot of people are going to say CS and Val and, you know, people would say Apex, so on and so forth. I haven't played a lot of them to give them my full opinion on them. But like just in terms of how the games feel, how the gunplay feels, Call of Duty's always near the top. I don't think they've ever fucked it up, to be honest. And it just feels better here because you're able to move quicker. You're able to react faster. Like you never feel, if you can turn fast enough, you never necessarily feel you're out of a gunfight. It's so much easier to turn on somebody in this game with the Omni movement. But yeah, I think it played great. All right. But yeah, if you have Game Pass, go try it out. You have it for quote unquote free. Or don't. That's fine too. Let's move in to some shoutouts. First up, congratulations to Lottie and PJ on their marriage. Been seeing the pictures all over Twitter. They look phenomenal. Everybody looked dapper as fuck. It looked like an incredible experience. So congratulations to you two. best of luck in your guys' new marriage, and I bet it's going to be amazing. Now, congratulations to Shurzy and Shell on welcoming baby Theo into the world. Congratulations to you two. He is unbelievably adorable, and you guys are going to make great parents as well. So congratulations. What I find crazy is that Shurzy's going to be an SLC. So, like, that's fucking bonkers. Make sure, guys, if you ever see Lottie, PJ, Shurzy at SLC, make sure you show them your love. Shout out to everyone who joined in the 8s over the past week. Damn near lobbies every night, Will. Fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So shout out to everyone who's been joining in those over the past week. Shout out to everyone who joined the community playdate. We finally had one again. We finally did it. Will popped in for a fucking split second in a sumo, wins the round, and he's like, I'm retiring. I'm out of this bitch. He just dips.
Yep.
Dude went out on top. Just, oh my God. You see his fucking E-United Warthog zooming around, wins the round. He's like, I'm out of this bitch, guys. Peace. That was awesome. But no, seriously, it was a great time. We did our wacky customs like we usually do. We played our mini games and so on and so forth. It was fun. So shout out to everybody who joined in that as well. And then shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. First up, Lucifer Rising, Tezer, Dementor. Thank you all for the follows. Greatly appreciated. Dementor with the brand new sub. Absent with a 13-month resub. Aftershocker with the 6-month resub. And Clutch Academy with the 9-month resub. You all get a woo! Thank you so very much for the resubs and the brand new sub. You fucking amazing. And then shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. All the Patreon content for August is up. If you are a patron subscriber, thank you very much. And for everybody at the semi-pro and higher tiers, that includes Hardy Class, Blackout, Remedy Boots, Swat CD, Pancakes, Ashley, Voodoo Man, Rostermania Jr., Snagoo, Raider, Hater, Peanut, Mud, One Swell, Danny Phantom, Riznak, Zarners, High Tech, Redneck, Goalie Sniper, The Only Name, Heavy Rainfall, and Elated Artboard. Thank you so much for the extra support over on the Patreon. Community Creations, Halo Memes Every Day, red.com/r/Halo Memes. Check it out. Undeniable, The Women of Halo by Tide the Leader. New podcast episode. Go check that out. HCS Pros Answer Your Questions, a Q&A featuring barcode and tapping buttons by Native Gaming. Go check that video out. And then Becoming a Top Halo Team, HCS Atlanta Major by Shopify Rebellion. Go check that video out as well. That released today, as a matter of fact. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. Will, if you would do me a solid and plug of the show.
Of course, as Josh mentioned, we do have our Patreon. All August content is up. So if you would like some extra content from us, video show, audio show, we do a monthly Q&A. Go check out Patreon, patreon.com/HCS Pro Talk. As always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Search for HCS Pro Talk. We are on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and Josh's favorite
Pocket Cast. Still not an ad, but you can leave us a rating on there if you use that app.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We do have a link tree that brings you the socials and our Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and we even have some merch. We also did on top of SLC merch, we did a crossover with Passion United.
Be United.
Be United. So, yeah, little passion-defined shirt. Go check that out. And if you go to protalk.com or hcsprotalk.com, I should say, I wonder where protalk.com sends you. And don't do that. Search yourself. It'll send you to haloevolve.co.
Your home for Halo.
So we have partnered with the fine folks at Podcast Evolve. Go check out haloevolve.co and all of Podcast Evolve show. I'm stumbling over my words. My brain is shutting down as we speak. Their shows, Podcast Evolve, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Billet Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. Go check it out.
Hell yeah. Will, thank you very much for going through those. And ladies and gentlemen, on our next episode, we have the HCS Salt Lake City Post Show. Be there or be square. It's going to be a good time. And that's going to do it for episode 350. Fat! of HCS Pro Talk. We'll be back next week to break down the entire SLC event. If you're going to be there, come say hi. We'll have stickers, and it'll be great. We're going to go raid SAR to close things out, so make sure to stick around for that. You all have a great fucking rest of your night. We'll catch you next week. But until then, bye-bye.